Willie D Live.
But you had that little slide, man. You was slick. Yeah.
You couldn't hit me with a handful of rice. You couldn't hit me with a handful of rice, bro.
A number of fighters, like you mentioned, don't have all the marbles. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, who kept more marbles than me? Like a lot of fighters, they can't really have a career commentating, whatever, even though they have the track record. They have they have a stellar career. They can't really commentate because they took too many blows to the head. And what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, my trainer taught me well, bro. He was a real scientific trainer, old school throwback, Jimmy Abu Williams, man. Rest in peace. And I learned early, 10. I was learning this stuff at an early age, bro. You know what I'm saying? 11, 12, 13. I was winning. I was state champion. And I was doing the same thing I had to do as I got older when I was young. So it was just schooling. And I had a team, bro. You talk about the Crump. In Orlando, we had a team. Southwest Boys Club and Church Street Station. Some of the most gifted, talented young men you ever want to see, Willie D. I'm talking about, it was a lot of us, bro. Jimmy, Jesse Williams, James and Jesse Williams. I mean, Tommy Dixon. Man, I can go on and on. Choo Choo Bell, Dwayne Foster, Ricky Williams. I mean, Max Sonon, lost him. That's my brother. That's my closest friend growing up. And we both boxed, and he got killed shortly after he turned about 19, going to Bethune-Cookman. They killed my boy, man. And we had 3 sisters. That's what we had in common. You know what I mean? So we was the only boy, same rate. He was the second oldest, and I was the second oldest. And we just had a real friendship. And that was one of the first times that I witnessed and felt loss, you know what I'm saying, of someone that I really loved and had a real tight relationship with. And we wasn't really together like that because I had moved across on the other side of town, and he was a year or 2 older than me. He went to college and stuff like that. So we kind of separated, but I found out that they murdered my guy. And that was the first time I had to deal with that by myself and, just had to handle it. Max Sonon. And I've been trying to reach out to his family and everything, man. So if they're listening, or anybody that know them that used to live right off Riley in Orlando, reach out to me. You can reach me at Antonio Tarver on social media. It would be great to connect with his sisters and see how they're doing.
Right. How was it? You grew up in where? I know you grew up in Florida.
Yeah, Florida, Orlando, Florida.
You actually grew up and that's where you're still living in.
No, I'm in Tampa now.
Oh, yeah.
I've been in Tampa since '96, bro.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
But that's an hour away, about an hour away, so close to home.
You played football, you played basketball. Which one were you the best at? Besides, between football and basketball.
I could play basketball real good. Football, I had a love for, but I wasn't fast. So that was the thing that slowed me down. Running wise, I wasn't fast, but I was a really good athlete, because I always put my heart in everything I did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. That high school basketball is a big deal now because these guys can now get paid. They don't have to go all the way to the pros. They can take the leap to college and boom, they can come up right
away.
Yeah, millions. I wonder what it would be like if they had boxing, high school boxing. You ever thought about that?
That'd be crazy.
If they had high school boxing, that would be something different.
It really would.
And that would be a big deal.